Israelites on the Count GMS Cleveland. And before we get started, we give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that preaches truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth. And this is another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson be edifying to the hopeful elect. You know, and the name of this lesson is, are you willing to give that extra push? Are you willing to give that extra push? You know, are you willing to give that extra push when it comes to serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai? You know, because no matter what you go through, guess what? You still got to serve the Lord, man. You know, you still got to do the will of the Most High, man. You know, hey, that's why Yahweh Shai said in John, the 4th chapter. You can grab that real quick. John 4 and 38, I think. You can just go on the blue letter if that's what makes you slow. John 4. I think it's 34, or it's probably 38. It's 34.
This is the book of John, 4 and verse 34. Yahweh Shai saith unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work.
Right, so, the meat is to do the will of him that sent me. That's what Yahweh Shai said. My meat is to do the will of him that sent me, man. Who sent Yahweh Shai? It's the Heavenly Father, the Most High. So Yahweh Shai's whole goal was to do the will of the Most High, and not just to do the will, but also to finish his work. To finish the will, man. Finish what he started, man. You know, and how did he finish it? By giving his body, offering his body that living sacrifice, man. And that's the ultimate faith right there, man. Yahweh Shai, he had the ultimate faith in the Most High. You know, and we have to do the same thing, man. We have to have faith in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. You know, that we will be delivered, man, and do whatever it takes to be delivered, man. No matter what comes our way, man. So are you willing to are you willing to make that extra push, man? You get that Luke real quick.
This is book of Luke chapter 5 and verse 17. And it came to pass on a certain day, as he was teaching, that there were Pharisees and doctors of the law sitting by, which were come out of every town of Galilee, and Judea and Jerusalem, and the power of the Lord was present to heal them. And behold, men brought in a man. It's like it says, and behold, men brought in a man which was taken with a palsy.
So like you bring it back.
It says, and behold, men brought in a man which was taken with a palsy, and they sought means to bring him in and to lay him before him. It says,
right. So it was a man that was basically a palsy. He couldn't walk. He couldn't move. He was on the couch. He was on the bed, and they was trying to bring him inside the house that Yahweh Shai was at, man. You know, so Yahweh Shai can heal, because you had many people that heard about the miracles and the wonders that Yahweh Shai was doing, and had faith in Yahweh Shai. That's how Yahweh Shai was able to do the miracles. But keep going.
And when they could not find by the way that they might bring him in because of the multitude, they went upon a housetop and let him down through the tilling with his coach into the midst before Yahweh Shai.
Right. So they couldn't get in because there was so many people in there trying to get healed. There was so many people in there thronging Yahweh Shai, trying to get healed by Yahweh Shai, man. It was a whole crowd, you know, there was a whole bunch of commotion going on, man. So they wasn't able to bring him couch. It was on the bed. You know, so it wasn't enough space. So you know what they did? They made that extra push. They said, you know what? Since we can't come in through the door, guess what? We about to come in through the roof then. Fuck it. We gotta do what it takes so this man can get healed, man. You know? They gave the Lord that extra push, man. Hey, cause the trial and tribulation part was they couldn't get in. They had a hard time getting it in. So they said, fuck it. We about to climb up this house, you know? And you gotta remember too, houses was bigger back then. Who knows how big this house was? It don't say. But the point is, they said, fuck, you about to climb up the roof. So through suffering, they climbed up on the roof, got to the top of the roof, had to rip the roof off. Then they had to bring the bed and the couch in. You know? So they had to, you know, they had to make sure the man don't fall off the couch, all of that, man. But the point is, they gave out that extra push, man, into serving the Lord. Is a little bit more on that?
Yeah, it says, and when he saw their faith, he said unto him, Man, thy sins are forgiven thee. And the scribes and the Pharisees began to reason, saying,
Right, so that basically was the point right there, man. Is that man's sins, was for, matter of fact, it's actually a little bit more on that. Because, hey, they said that man's sins was forgiven. Why was his sins forgiven? Because the Lord seen the faith, man. The Lord seen the faith that man had. You know? He didn't tell the wicked scribes and Pharisees their sins was forgiven. Because they ain't have faith. They didn't believe, man. They was scoffing Yahushua. They was trying to bring Yahushua down. Keep going.
It says, Who is this which speaketh blasphemies, who can forgive sins but Yahweh alone? But when Yahushua perceived their thoughts, he answered and said unto them, What reason ye in your hearts? Whether it is easier to say, Thy sins be forgiven thee, or to say, Rise up and walk?
Right. So he's saying, okay, so what the fuck you want me to say, man? You know, hey, his sins forgiven, or to get up and walk? Because he couldn't walk, he couldn't move, he had palsy, he was paralyzed, man. So what else should the Lord say, man? What the Lord seen was faith, and that's all what matters, man. You know? Because, hey, what the Pharisees, they understand is, hey, the Lord, Yahushua, he was the law. He is the word. He has control over the word, man. You know? Yahushua got control over the spirits, man. You know? But keep going. So that was a dumbass question. That was a dumbass statement that the Pharisees made against Yahushua. Yahushua cut them with that. They ain't had nothing to say back to that. But keep going.
Verse 24. But that ye may know that the Son of Man hath power upon earth to forgive sins, he said unto the sick.
There you go. He have power. It just literally said it. The Son of Man have power on earth to forgive sins. In order to have power on earth to forgive sins, that means you have to have control over the law. Keep going.
It says, He said unto the sick of the palsy, I say unto thee, Arise and take up thy coach and go into thy house. Thy couch and go into thy house.
Right. So he got up and left, man. But guess what? His sins was forgiven. Why? Because his faith made him whole, man. That's how much faith he had. That's the whole point of this video, having faith, man. Because in order to endure to the end, in order to continue to do the work, you got to have faith. You know? You got to keep the faith. If you don't keep the faith, you're not going to give out that extra push, man. You're going to be lukewarm. You're going to be cold. And your ass going to die, man. You know? Because you didn't believe that the life can remain inside you, man. You know? This truth, this ministry is leading us to everlasting life, man. You know, but if you're doubting, you're being sluggish, you know, hey, you're not gonna make it, man. You got a precept or something?
No.
But shit, Lord willing, this was edifying. But with that, we're going to close out, giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash.
Give honor to the Apostle Elders, Great Millstone, over the will, and peace and blessings to the whole 4 legs. Shalom and abad the ball.
Shalom, Abba.